Hello everybody and welcome back. I am KRX, so we're continuing on with this Foundation playthrough. As it's in early access about 2.5 years after its release, and it's been updated recently with a new UI and some other things. Still deep in the development process though. We are just building this village along and trying to maintain economic equilibrium. We're trying to finish the church, which we needed a little bit more stone for that. We are trying to build housing for our citizens. And once we get the church built and once we get the housing sort of all done, we'll be able to actually move on to making the Lord's Manor, which is actually required for the next of our quests, and to be able to start promoting our citizens to higher ranks of citizen where they will have more needs. I want to make sure we have as many people working in the berry patch as possible, because it seems to me that food might become an issue as our population is growing significantly. The church is going to be a welcome surprise, as it is going to cost us a lot per week. It looks like 58 ducats in maintenance per week, so our total income is going to go quite a bit down. But it is going to service all of these people that are looking for service. Now, we're missing the resources here, so this isn't getting done. Now, the reason why we're missing the resources is because we were not assigned. Actually, yeah, let's adjust this reforestation here a little bit, expand it a bit, and then say, hey, go ahead and chop this stuff down, so that we can just sort of be making some wood. We're kind of out of wood right now. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and chop a little bit of this over here too. Message from the church. God has noticed your dedication. The church has noticed your dedication to God, not the other way around, and thus holds you in higher regard. Hey, we actually got 10 influence points with the church. So we go to the estates here, see that we got 7 clergy, splendor, and 10 influence, which is going to be... Oh wait, why can't we build this? Oh, we need 10 serfs. We don't have the serfs. So we're going to be promoting them once we build the Lord's Manor. This is going to be plenty capacity. You can see there's actually a number of customization aspects. You can even change the bell, like you can ring the bells, and you can adjust the, like, there's different bell sounds and pitches and stuff, and tempo even. There's some interesting customization you can do with the church bells there, which is actually kind of cool that that's even a thing in the game. We need to start planning out and plotting out the Lord's Manor, though. And you can see we're starting to get a number of different pieces here that can be used here. And these aren't even all the pieces, right? This is just sort of the wood base. There's stone pieces that we can unlock eventually later. The thing is, we don't want to overbuild this. We don't want to overbuild this. You can disable snapping, by the way. Where is snapping on and off here, and we can phase stuff in, and this is totally viable. It's totally fine. So you can make things really look however you want. You can do multiple cores if you needed to. You can do whatever you'd like with these monuments, which is pretty neat. But I'm gonna keep snapping on here, and really we're just I don't know, we're just building something. We're just trying to lighthouse kind of vibes. Now, likely this is going to be... Oh, actually, this is going to be cheaper than I thought it would be, to be honest. I thought building that tower would be really expensive. This is where maybe I'll turn off snapping. Ooh, but the snapping is what really lets it hook in there. I just don't like some of this overlap here. I wish I could just scoot it just a little bit over to the left. Just a little bit over to the left. Let's say I put it like right here. That doesn't look as good as when you snap it. Snapping's on now. Help me out here, game. I like how the stone is snapped. And it's a little, like, I like how it's raised up. And it stretches the stone all the way up. I like that a bit better. Even if there's a little bit of jankiness with the overlap on the window, but... Huh. I mean, I think that's kind of neat. It's not too expensive either. It's not too expensive. Now let's think about how much we need 6. We have 2. So that would be 5 plus 2 is 7. So that's going to be plenty. This is relatively cheap. This is much cheaper than I remember. We could come in and decorate it. Well, let's add a chimney at least. Go. These are going to require cloth. We don't really have cloth production yet. And I think it would be easier to decorate this once we had... Yeah, I think it'll be easier to decorate this once we clear out some of the trees here. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about decorating it right now. Plus, we might expand this in the future. This might not be totally big enough for what we want to do. And I don't know how it would expand. I don't know if we just bring it out, like, bring out more extensions, like, out over here and have it almost be like cut a wall off this whole end of the island area, or the jetty area. Yeah, let's just build that as is, and then we'll play around with it. There we go. So we have the Lord's Manor in sort of construction at least. Seems like we have plenty of available workers, so we'll just slot them in here. I still think it's more of an issue with how many trees are availably chopped right now than the actual whether or not there's enough workers there. What is this going to cost us in total? A bunch of planks, which we mostly have, to be fair, and some stone, which we're gathering. 4 stone cutters really is a lot, but we'll roll with it. Houses are getting built. Looks like some more houses. Again, it's all once we've marked the residential area, it's completely autonomous how these houses come in. We can click on these houses though, and we can adjust whether or not they're allowed to upgrade their density. So right now this is a low density, tier 1 housing density 1, and we can actually allow them to become have multiple huts or multiple stories on their houses. So we can keep it low density or we can keep it higher density. And then they can actually go different tiers of housing. Now, right now, there's only 2 densities and two tiers, I think. Yeah, just 2 densities and 2 tiers. That would be really cool if there was like, like the housing itself, like the housing progression was a lot more kind of like what you think of when you think of Anno, or what you think of when you think of the old Impression city builders like Pharaoh, Caesar, and Zeus, which, you know, inspired Anno. Yeah, I'd really like to see way more tiers of housing and way more densities for housing. Most, I mean, you can maybe imagine like maybe a density 3 or something, but really the housing tiers, the fact that there's only 2 right now is kind of a bummer. And basically that just comes down to whether or not they're citizens or not, or maybe it's commoners and then citizens I think want to live in the higher tiers, but it's not even that they want to live in the higher tiers, it's that their existence promotes the growth of a higher tier building. So it's not really like an active thing that you control. Yeah. Wells, though, create desirability in neighborhoods. I'm going to put that there. We are not going to build it because we do not have a huge amount of wood and stone. Well, I don't know. The stone, how much wood does this actually cost? 10 wood? Why does it cost? It costs 10 wood, but it costs only 5 stone. I feel like that should be it should be more stone than wood, right? There's a little bit of wood for the roof, but ultimately, you know, the well itself has got to require a bunch of stone to build, I would imagine. So we need more wood. Okay, we need more people assigned here. 95% happiness. And this is like, there's always going to be some unhappiness because it's like some doofus is just not going and getting water for themselves, or they're not going to church when they need to go to church, you know what I mean? So there's always going to be just a moderate amount. It's not really a shortage of these things. It's just a moderate amount of unhappiness, just as people sort of logistically have to move around. I wonder why this well, the radius on this well is showing, even though we haven't even, like, it's not even built, and it's not, I guess it's just like that, and it's in that state. What the heck, I'll hit that and I get just to get that to go away. Actually, we don't need regular wood for this, we need planks for this, so we're fine. And stone. Waiting for a builder. Hello? Oh, this is almost built, holy cow. Builder's assigned, cool. Berries are going up, which is kind of neat. So I need to get a lot of stone. Oh, 2 more villagers. Now we're going to have quite a bit of villagers, it looks like. Almost too many. We need more wood. We need more wood. Where could we be chopping some wood? But this is clearly like these areas here would be big foresting areas. In fact, I could see this being a big forestry area, but also a farm, a wheat farm in this big plot here. You know, maybe we actually do take a tile. Maybe our next tile actually will be just to go out to here. Because, I mean, and we can plant trees wherever we want. I mean, I guess we could do some farming out here. It just looks kind of sandy for that. There isn't really such a thing as fertility. I think it'll technically try to evaluate the fertility of the land. 100% happiness. Let's go. But just like desirability for houses, I don't think matters much. I don't think the fertility of the land really. I don't think it's a fully implemented system yet. Okay, this person's assigned. They have everything they need except for the stone. They need 5 stone. And we have plenty of stone. In fact, I'd like to start making polished stone. Which polished stone... I have to say that very... I don't know, that word's... Anyways, polished. We're going to need more warehouse. We're going to need another warehouse is what I'm trying to say. Because this warehouse, I mean, they can only hold 4 different kinds of good. Yeah. I wish there was either a way to upgrade that or to modify that, or if it was 400 total goods and it could be like any number of things. this you have to build so many warehouses. It can be kind of annoying because I'm really just not a fan of how these things look. It doesn't look very pleasing to me. It just kind of is what it is. Speaking of, like, we're gonna need another one. We might as well just build another one. Building them around our city center, but I don't know, maybe in reality our actual city center will be more like either around the church, or maybe it'll be more on this island or further over here or something. It'll be somewhere else maybe. So I mean, we have a berry hut over here that we could just preemptively build the infrastructure to work out here. It's cheap to build those, so it's kind of like a why not situation. I don't think we need more stone though. I think we still could add more miners to this plot to get more stone, and I just kind of get the vibe that, you know, we're pulling up plenty of stone from this one node. In fact, the crazy thing is I'm pretty sure we can just keep building stoneworking around the same node. Like we could build another berry. Actually, that's a good point. I'm fairly confident that there's no real penalty to building additional gathering huts around a single. It used to be that you could put literally an infinite amount of them around one berry patch and it was fine. It would feed your entire village. Now, I can't remember if they changed something slightly, but I'm pretty sure you can at least do more than one gathering hut per berry patch without any issues or slowdown or anything like that. Yeah, upkeep, construction, but really what we're adding is the upkeep and the territory and minusing it out. So we're making about 11 ducats a day. Is this done yet? Hey, the Lord's Manor is done. So what we could do is we can actually go in and see the parts list. Okay. And with the parts list, we can actually go in here and set these to be various 180. The wood tower, so we can make this a treasury. Now it'll increase the maintenance cost, but it'll increase the capacity of the coins that we can hold, which is pretty good. We are going to want a bailiff option at some point. Bailiff office, did I say option? And we need the great hall too. So let's go ahead and add. We're not going to do the treasury yet because, to be honest, we just don't need it. But we will get a bailiff office and the great hall. Okay, that'll actually, the great hall is actually what lets us complete this quest. But we are going to have to wait till week 1 of month 6. We're going to have to wait till next month to do that. And to be fair, we're kind of just waiting. Yeah, we're literally semi-stuck right now. We could actually be building a... Oh, let's build a bridge. Yeah. Yeah, let's build a bridge out to this new area here. That's going to cost 145 planks. That's quite a bit. Like I said earlier in the series, I think it's very, very expensive to build these things. Very expensive. Trying to get it so it looks kind of nice, at least. We're going to pay 200 planks for this thing. We got 100 planks, so I mean, we can kind of afford to do this right now when we're just kind of waiting anyways. Let's build this. And then, you know, it looks a little bit goofy with this here, right? But eventually we'll have all this territory unlocked. Ooh, maybe the angle there's a little strange, but I think we can, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. In fact, it's actually kind of interesting. There's a nice little grass patch out here. Yeah, that's going to use up our planks so we don't sell them at the trader, which selling them at the trader is good, but I think if we can actually use them to build important future infrastructure, I think that's going to be worth it. Now, the bridge, I don't think has a maintenance cost. Did I miss? Yeah, no maintenance cost for the bridge. So it's just a matter of just building it in the first place. So it's going to cost us a ton of planks to build it. And then from there, we'll be okay. Speed 3. Just kind of waiting for that next month to tick over so we can upgrade our citizens for the first time. Start to make some serious progress on the next, sort of the next unlocks. This needs, we need 10 serfs to unlock the keeps. We're going to be getting new pieces for the rustic churches. We're going to be getting fishing huts. Number of things. So another food source. We actually have fish over here we'll be able to go get. Now this can hold 20 people, right? 20 people. And only people that want to attend are serfs. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to upgrade. It costs money to upgrade these people. That's another thing that's a little bit goofy, but so it's going to cost us the money that's in our treasury to upgrade them. But I think we're going to try to be able to afford 12 newcomers, 2 serfs. So we'll have 20 serfs exactly, which is exactly how many people can fit inside the church. And those people are going to want to be housed, right? So we might need to think about where we can have additional residential housing. There's still room out here, so we're not like, you know, doomed or anything. I don't want to be building too close to this. I mean, the gathering hut's not that industrial. And I want to save some room here to have like businesses on the water and stuff. Probably going to want another marketplace at some point, I think. But I think this one marketplace is convenient enough to service most of the people. Yeah, we do have one person saying they need food, but they're probably just scurrying over to the market right now to get more food. All right, guys, we've finished this. We started working on the bridge. We are coming up on week 1 of month 6, and that's going to let us do the promotions. So very quickly here at the start of the next episode, we will be able to get the promotions going for the first time. But guys, thanks everybody for watching this episode, and there is a playlist link down below in the video description that'll help you find the next episode of the series. We'll continue on as we continue to expand down the sort of the tech tree, I guess is what you could call this, the estates page, unlocking new stuff and just unlocking new stuff by completing some of the tutorial-esque quests, and moving forward in time and continuing to make sure that we have an equilibrium, a sustainable, economically sustainable village that can continue to exceed and flourish. But thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.